Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Happy Monday. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Yeah, here we are. Got a lot of extra column outs that people have sent in from earlier today. They still want to get a little shout out here. This column out said, I want to call it the people who think it's okay to go ahead and kiss someone else's babies. My baby's aunt did that, and I don't like her, so I believe she did that on purpose in front of my face. He's only 2 months. She's so rude.
I couldn't imagine kissing someone else's baby without their permission. I'm at a point now, too, where I don't even pet someone's dog anymore.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. I don't know. People get all squirrely.
Yeah.
Even when Steve-O had his dog in the studio, I wasn't sure if I should have been petting it that much. You know what I mean? I don't know how people are.
Yeah.
It's better to ask.
People are trying to fucking crazy out there, Virginia. I think you're right. They're getting worse.
They are getting worse. They're absolutely getting worse. Avoid them at all costs.
Avoid people.
Just avoid them. Run.
Yeah, call them out here. Somebody went to use an air hand dryer. Julio did at an establishment, one of Kevin's favorites. Needless to say, I dried my hands on the side of my pants. There's just a bunch of gunk in there. It's kind of like one of those ones where you put both your hands kind of down into it and it blows the air on it. Yeah, I mean, they got to get these air dryers out of bathrooms because they're just blowing around the funk.
Yeah, because nobody cleans those things out.
Yeah.
And so they get like all kinds of funk and bacteria, and then you put your hands in it and it blows all that funk on your hands.
Yeah.
You might as well not wash your hands.
Right.
Like
They were finding, you're having more poo particles on your hands after doing the air dryer.
Wash your hands with soap and water and then shake, shake, and flick them.
Yeah. Yeah, I always pick up something new from finding stuff for the show. And one thing I saw today, they say that the filthiest spot in your bathroom is the towel rack. It's a place that's rarely cleaned, and damp towels are an ideal breeding ground for harmful microorganisms and bacteria.
Oh, bathrooms are just fucking disgusting. It's why you have to clean. You clean your bathroom pretty much every day?
No, once a week it gets cleaned. Yeah.
Really? Once a week? I mean, it's got to be there's going to be so much fungus in there.
I mean, wiped down, scrubbed down, disinfected. But yeah, the towel rack, I can't say that I go nuts on the towel rack. Now you've given me something new to obsess about.
I've never cleaned the towel rack. I've never even thought about doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have either.
Something new to think about. So there you go. Make sure you clean down your towel rack.
I'm going to go home today, and that's the first thing I'm going to do when I get home.
This is one of those things I learned from the show that I'll always have in my little repertoire now.
Totally.
Got this column out. Said, I'm calling out my kidney. Unexpectedly, she wanted to have an E. coli party, which put me in the ER in septic shock. I now have a tube and a drain in my back and have to have surgery. I mean, she should have at least given me a 2-day warning. That's from Renee. That's terrible.
It's tough, Renee.
Terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Got Debbie and Nick said, I want to call out our 25-pound cat, Loki, who, yes, we're working on his weight, but he has been acting exceptionally bad lately, beating the crap out of our other cat, Marie. Open cabinets, going through the garbage. He's a nightmare lately. Straighten up, fat cat. You can see
The
that.
one cat's name is
See
Marie.
that tubby tabby right there?
Look how fat that
Yeah.
is. It's amazing.
Yeah. That's Loki.
I don't know why, because I don't really love cats, but I am just obsessed with cat videos on TikTok.
Because they have personalities and they're funny.
Yeah, I really get into them.
Yeah.
I love the fat cat. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Losing weight, if you do have an animal that's a plus size animal and you want to have it lose weight, it takes a lot of time and work. It's not like humans, man. Moving 2 pounds on a dog can take a fucking year. Mm-hmm. Are you guys even listening to me?
I am listening to you.
There's nobody listening to me.
I'm listening to you. I love everything you have to say.
I was just letting it soak in.
Kevin's like, as he's typing, you're fucking just have a vacant stare, Virginia. It was so clear.
Yeah.
It was so clear how you two are not listening. I had to call it out. It was that bad.
Sorry, I didn't mean to lose you on animal exercise, but I don't have any pets, motherfucker.
Yeah, maybe it was shitty content. I get it.
Animal exercise.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you. Bring his ass to Planet Fitness. Fuck, I don't know.
That's hilarious how badly you were not listening.
Never cared less.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Nope, not into this one. This one is an email saying, I want to call out everyone in my family. Stop asking me for my opinion, getting an attitude at my answer, and then doing what you wanted to all along, but with a bad attitude because you were annoyed with what I said. Let's save time and bad energy. Do what you want to do and stop needing validation. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I think they call them
Yeah.
assholes. Mm-hmm. Do I look fat in this? Yeah, you do. What? Well, why'd you ask me?
Yeah. Right. Doug had said, I was listening to Virginia when she said that if Magnolia was being hassled, she got one of Magnolia's male friends to take care of it. It reminded me of what happened to my daughter when she was in high school. She was being hassled by this creepy high school kid. I was going to find his parents when a couple of guys I had coached in Little League, they were in her class, came to me and said that they had taken care of it. The boy stopped hassling, so I never questioned how they taking care of it was done. Uh-huh.
Kid justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you see that going down, sometimes you got to take measures into your own hands.
Yeah.
And if you see somebody getting bullied and you know it's not cool and you know it's not fair, do the right thing and step up for that person that may not have anybody in their corner. I love when that happens.
Yeah. An advocate.
An advocate. It just takes one.
Yeah.
I had a family member that got bullied a lot in elementary school to the point where they were getting beaten up. And one of the parents saw this going down, and then my brother finally it was my brother who was getting bullied, and this guy was just kicking his ass. Finally, my brother stood up for himself and beat the shit out of him and kind of had the guy down and out, and my brother kind of walked away. And one of my parents just said, "Why didn't you finish him off?"
Why didn't you finish him off?
Finish him off. Well, we don't advocate playground murder.
No, I don't think it was the murder. I just say finish
him
finish
off.
the job.
Okay.
Not finish him off as a dad.
Damn. Them hard Penningtons.
Well, my brother was getting fucked with so hard to the point where, if you have someone in your family getting fucked with that hard, it starts to bleed into your whole family.
Oh, sure.
Because that's all the whole family's talking about now.
And it's very upsetting.
It is.
And cancerous in the family. And then the family's always talking about it. And it breeds all this just
It does.
angst. I get
And
it.
If it's your loved one and they're
Yeah.
getting their ass kicked all the time,
Right.
finish him off.
Finish him off. See, I was thinking about something else when you said that.
Oh, it's been replaced. No, I want the Virginia one.
Daddy, you gotta put the old one back.
I really love the Virginia.
Finish him off.
Finish him off. What? What do you mean?
Wow.
It can mean a
That's a
couple
way to
different-
turn the bully.
Yeah, jerk him off. Go back there and jerk him off.
Weirdest thing I did to my bully.
Us Penningtons handle bullies in a different manner.
Now we're dating.
Yeah. We have one of our KVJ Nationers, Joe Ponton. His kid, Braden, got jumped up in Jupiter.
I saw this. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on?
Some bullshit, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. He was, was on the eve of him turning 13, and two teenage boys jumped into his friend for their skateboards. These two boys were following being his friends by the staging area, asking about the boards, and they tried to stay away from the assailants, but unfortunately were unable to get away. One boy punched Braden's friend in the throat after the other sucker punched Bray from behind, causing him to drop his longboard. The kid then grabbed the board and took off in a silver Mustang.
Okay, that's your kid and you see that. Aren't you going to maybe say, finish him off?
Oh, I get the license plate of the silver Mustang, and I might chase the car while I have the cops on the phone.
You see some older person throat punch your kid, you're going to be pretty pissed.
It's going to go down.
Yeah.
And have you ever been punched in the throat? One of the worst pains on the planet.
A punch in the throat, I can
jab
imagine, yeah.
in the throat is terrible.
It is.
Yes.
It could probably stop your breathing.
Crush your windpipe.
It can hurt.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Got an email here from Kelly. Said, over the weekend, my son was behind a truck with its tailgate down. As the light changed and the truck took off, black boxes fell out on a busy highway. My son scrambled to get the boxes, but then was unable to find the truck. The boxes have very expensive contents, and obviously someone's total way to work and make a living. My son is trying to locate the owner. Does anyone know anyone who has lost these? I'm sure this is devastating to the owner. My son posted an ad on Craigslist found section as well as the Nextdoor app, and has also been looking under the lost section with no leads. Yeah.
Black boxes filled with expensive content.
Okay.
What kind of content?
It was near 95 and PGA, I think I read.
I mean, when you say something like that, box, street, I-95,
I don't think
content.
I don't think it was drugs. I think it was like somebody's work equipment.
Drugs or perhaps bones.
I don't think it was bones.
That's somebody's tools to the trade, bones.
Yeah, no, not bones. Maybe tools.
Yeah. Yeah, tools is probably what it is, be my guess. Yeah, if anybody knows about that, you can, or you lost them, let us know. We'll try to make the connection for you. Got an email here saying, I won't go into my own details off the bat, but I am a COVID RN who has had COVID, and the best way that I can describe the loss of taste then and now is that I couldn't taste salt or sugar or spice or sour, but I did get the sensation that went along with those things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could feel salt and how it dehydrated my tongue, sugar, how it makes my mouth water, and citrus, which was similar to sugar, but in a different location on my tongue.
Huh.
Citrus was the very last thing I could smell and the very last thing I could taste again.
Yeah, I do have some of that. It's quite bizarre.
It's like you kind of know what's going on, but you don't get any of the fun.
Yeah, the other weird symptom I am having since I had COVID is there's this weird burny
in your dick?
Yeah, in my dick. Ooh. No, this burning weird thing in my nostrils. Like not in the nostrils, but like the upper part of your nose where you breathe.
The cavity?
The cavity. And it almost kind of cuts off my breathing a little bit. Ooh. And it's since COVID. And it's kind of like a latent kind of a thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got that lingering COVID effect.
But that was the first feeling I had. Remember when I got my taste buds back for 3 days?
Yeah.
And then I said I was walking around my house and then something felt off. It was that feeling in my nose. And ever since then, I can't smell a fucking thing, can't taste anything.
Wow.
Yeah, but the nose thing, it's a weird, you can feel it in your breathing almost. Whether it's COVID related, I don't know, but that is
it's
something.
Gotta feel. COVID's got to feel.
Yeah, it's something different that I'd never had before.
Yeah. It's very odd.
I don't know.
Who knows? This thing's a mystery.
I can only speak my truth. If you don't like it, please send those hate emails to Kevin Ralston.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd seen today there's a new study that finds that long COVID in children rarely lasts more than 3 months. So if a kid gets any problem like that, it's not going to last. They'll get over it a lot more quickly than adults will. And I don't know what the record is. The record I know is my wife, 14 months, no smell.
The smell I could do, I mean, I'm okay with. I haven't really missed the smell.
Okay.
I miss my treats and my sweets and my eats. Ugh.
Yeah. But you're losing weight, at least.
Yeah, I am.
Is any positive?
I still look fat, though. It's weird.
Skinny fat.
I'm skinny fat. It's odd. Yeah, the scale says I'm skinny. Still look pretty fucking
Welcome
poorly.
to losing the elasticity in your skin.
Yeah.
Happens right about now.
Right.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. You have to love me from my mind.
Yeah, he said, I was very aware of the possibility that I may have had COVID, so I was able to pay attention to my symptoms, but maybe if Jaybird made that association, it would help. Far-fetched, especially for a nurse, but it took me 2 weeks and I had it back. I think it had a lot to do with neuro-association. COVID in general is a toss-up. Can't hurt to try.
I'm planning this really fun, awesome pizza party at my house, but I would like to do it when I could get my taste buds. I keep pushing it back because of the taste buds. I don't want to host a party and then not be able to.
Yeah, you'll be in the corner crying.
Well, it's like hosting an orgy and then going to bed.
A dickless guy hosts an orgy.
Yeah. You know, I'll slap my balls, I guess.
This email from Tanya said, I had COVID last year in early October. So did my boyfriend. I'm still struggling with my taste and smell. My taste is a little better, but certain things don't taste the way I remember.
Wow.
My smell is good some weeks, and I go back to almost not smelling at all again. Certain things also smell different. Like my favorite perfume smells like an entirely different smell. It's super weird.
That is bizarre.
I tried the burnt orange remedy and nothing, but I also think maybe I did it wrong and just haven't tried it again since. I've just gotten used to it and accepted the fact that my senses may not ever be the same.
Oh, don't fucking say that shit. No. I need messages of hope.
There's no hope here.
Fuck.
You've come to the wrong place.
As she says that, she's wearing her emperor's gown.
Yeah.
No hope for you.
The other weird thing, and I've mentioned this before, I'll just be chilling or I'll be walking, and for a split second and a half, I'll smell provolone cheese, or I'll smell caramel corn, or a corn patty. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else to say, like a corn. I'm not saying corn biscuit. I meant to say corn bread.
You can't even say it. You don't deserve to smell it.
I think it's messing with all of.
It's all.
You got the COVID brain still.
I got COVID brain, dog.
Damn.
But it's weird. It's fleeting. Like, ooh, provolone. It's gone. Damn.
It's not right.
Roy emailed. He said, hey, I have COVID. What are things I can do to keep me in a good mindset and things that can help me with this? Anything helps. I think just taking care of your body, that is a big thing, and realizing that it is a mental and a physical battle. So you just got to focus on things that are positive.
When you get your energy up, tug it a few times.
Okay.
There's not much else to do, Kev.
Yeah, I hear
When you get your energy up, completely deplete it immediately by jerking off like an animal.
Follow it up with some Pedialyte. If you're going to play hard, go work hard.
Don't save your energy for something like important. Just tug it all out of you.
You're not going to be, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be able to have energy to do anything important. The only energy you're going to have is to try to eat something if you can, or tug it if you can.
Yeah.
Or, as the women would say, flick it, I guess. Women don't say.
I wish we would have had a camera on you when you had COVID in your room.
I didn't.
Just tugging it.
No, I didn't. My whole thing was I didn't have energy. I couldn't tug it. I was really a tugless COVID run for me.
When did you start tugging again? On like day 10?
I'd say day 10, day 11, and then, at that point, the fucking roof came off.
Yeah.
So much semen.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're getting use out of that sound effect.
It's back. Did you just lay there and watch TV most of the time?
I tried to watch TV. When the first 5 to 6 days was the worst. I just laid. I put the thunderstorms on my YouTube and laid on my couch and just.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I started watching stuff.
Okay.
And then, the process is you can't move. Then about day 5, you start to watch stuff. Day 8, you start to maybe try to eat something. Day 10, you're tugging.
Okay. That's your
and that's
time frame.
That's the COVID time frame.
COVID
okay,
time
there you
frame.
go. So you heard it here.
Yeah.
Day 10, take your penis out.
Yeah, it's back, the FDA would probably back me up on that.
Okay, you think so? Yeah.
The
CDC
FDA?
is.
Yeah, just one of those medical fuckers.
Yeah.
What are those important medical acronyms?
A lot of people still sending in emails about your pizza hat and how it's all linked to pedophilia. Alberto said, yeah, pizza refers to Pizzagate. The swirl that you have on your pepperoni is a sign that you're a boy lover. So that's, if you're wondering what the swirl is, that
People
means
are
that you
making
love
shit
boys.
up. I feel like it's just it's got a swirl. You love this.
You like pizza and penis?
I'm not going
Yeah.
to stop wearing
You like
pizza shit
pepperoni.
because fucking crazy people think it means pedophilia.
Yeah,
We can't-
I
we
don't.
can't
I don't
rule
think
it.
you should.
We can't
no.
take down pizza, guys. We
Right.
can't.
Right.
Not on my watch, damn it. Of course, the one thing I fucking love.
You can't taste it, but you love it.
Can't taste it, now I can't wear it.
Damn.
Damn.
It's been a rough year.
No, spirits are high, though. They are.
Got an email here.
They are. My spirits are high.
Person wants to get our feedback. Said, I got a good friend that I was close with, and she had a big crush on one of her colleagues. She's told me stories of how attractive he is, how successful, how smart. And then she would confide in me and tell me that she has a huge crush on him. However, she has been dating somebody for 3 years and in the process of moving across the country to move in with him. A couple weeks passed by and she still mentions the crush here and there. And then the time came to where she moved to live in with her boyfriend. This coworker and I had met before while my friend was present. And after she left, we ended up meeting at a party that we had similar friends in common at, and he asked me out on a date that night, and I had immediately called my friend to see if she was okay with me going on the date with this guy. I don't think I needed to ask her permission, considering she is in a long-term relationship and living with this guy, but I still wanted to ask for permission to see if she was okay with it. She was a bit taken aback and hesitant, but told me to go on a date with him, and that she was happy that he asked me to go on the date. We started dating and had a really good relationship. And once she saw some photos of the two of us on Instagram that he posted, she sent me a long text message saying how disrespectful and rude I am. She said she cannot believe that I went behind her back dating this guy and called me many mean names while she's still living with her current boyfriend. So my question is, if a girl is currently dating somebody, currently living with them, had a crush on a guy, just a crush, nothing happened between them, no kissing, no touching, no flirting, was I wrong to start dating this guy?
Just a crush? That's
Yeah,
it?
no.
No, your friend's being way out of line.
Totally.
Yeah, you're good.
The other thing, too, if I was her boyfriend, I'd be, what the fuck you getting jealous for?
Right.
That
Why
ain't
are you
cool.
even involved?
Right.
No, that friend's out of
No,
line.
she is out of line.
And you did the right thing by even calling and asking her. Your conscience is clear.
Yeah, you're good. You did everything right. She's
It's a
squirrely and
crush.
be happy she moved away.
Yo, just because you have a crush on somebody doesn't mean you get to lay claim. I remember I played baseball with a dude like that. He'd
Right.
always have crushes on these girls, but they never liked him back.
Yeah, and so he's trying to take everybody out of the field
Well, then
by
maybe,
saying, "Oh, you guys can't date her because I like her." It's like, well, dude, nobody likes you back.
well, maybe one of the girls liked you all of a sudden, and then you wanted to talk to
Right.
that person, but there was nothing romantic ever between you or between that guy and
Right.
that girl, and he'd get all pissy
That's ridiculous.
that you would be talking to that girl.
Even if you dated somebody and then you've moved on from them and you're with a new person and then this person dates your old person, like, why you all bent?
I mean, I get why people get insecure about shit. I think we all have insecurities, but you got to fucking rein it in, and that person needs to rein it in.
Yeah, I agree. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, fuck that person. No,
Fuck
just-
them.
Who is the person? I forgot the name. We kept on saying, fuck that guy. The other
Mel.
Mel.
Mel. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Mel.
Mel Fisher, the treasure
Mel
guy.
Fisher.
I was like,
Yeah.
you really went in on that Mel guy.
No regrets.
No.
No regrets.
Jan said, I just wanted to show you guys a 32-year friendship and what it looks like. There's nothing better than somebody to have to call about any little or big thing and they laugh or cry with you. She had to move to South Carolina over a year ago, and I miss seeing her when I wanted to. She, Cindy Jackson, and I, Jan Walker, can finish each other's sentences and know what the other is thinking. Yeah. I've called her Lou for about the whole time that we've been besties. I just want to hear y'all talk about your besties and how important they are to you. We can cuss and scream at each other, but within a few minutes we apologize and say, I love you. I just wish everyone had this kind of bestie. They appreciate and love. It's fun to hear great best friend stories, maybe even take calls on the happiest subjects in these hard times. There you go. There's a photo of them together.
Aww.
Yeah.
Cuties.
Friendship.
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 Friends.
So nice. How many of us have them?
Friends.
It's all good. And the appearance of rainbows and special moments.
Man, so many stories, especially when I was doing Weird and Whatever. I got a lot of emails about people who had just passed and then a rainbow being right near where they had passed.
Yeah. Noelle said, I went to sit down at my desk a few days ago to send cards to you and your dad, Kev, on the passing of your mom, and this is what was outside the window. It was a big old rainbow right there.
Yeah, to me, the same thing happened this weekend. I was sitting talking with a Joe Ponton and someone else, and we were talking about loved ones and death and people dying. And sure as shit, I haven't seen a cardinal in about 2.5, 3 months. A cardinal lands on my fence, looks back, and then flies away within 2 seconds. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe in that shit. I get it.
Sure.
But hope, whether it's real or not, it makes me feel good. I think it makes people feel good.
It gives you comfort.
Yeah.
And it lets you know, okay, maybe there's more to this than just this.
And this fucked up ride we call life, a cardinal or rainbow, is nice and welcomed every now and then.
Yeah, it is. And, we don't really have any definitive proof of an afterlife or anything there, but there are things that kind of show up that are crazy coincidences. And when they happen time and time again in those type of instances, you're like, okay, this may be the best thing that we have to any kind of proof, or just it is comforting.
Well, the way I look at it, this right here, what we're doing on Earth, just being alive, being humans, and just floating, but I think the Earth is weird. Our life is weird.
It is,
I love it. I think it's awesome, but it's bizarre. I don't know why we're here.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? So if this is possible, this weird fucking realm, whatever it is, why is something else not possible?
You're an ant farm, basically.
Well, I'm just saying, if we have this, why is it so mind-blowing to think there is another level or just other things out there?
Right. I think we want some, because I think a lot of people are like, I don't want it to just be this.
Right.
Yeah.
Because this, we know, has an expiration date.
Yes.
So when this is done, please let there be something else.
But I do love me some Earth. If you're healthy and you
absolutely.
I think health is a big part of it. If you're not healthy, everything is fucked. But if you are healthy, I love being on Earth. I think it's great.
Oh, it is amazing. I mean, especially in South Florida, where you got just gorgeous days. You can't even believe it.
If you're on Earth for 1,000 years and you're healthy, do you get sick of it? I don't know if you do.
No.
I think
you find ways to party.
Yeah, I do think you find ways to party.
I think you can make it happen.
Yeah.
I agree.
Who knows? Who knows? And there was a story that had a rainbow with the Gabby Petito story that is going on out there. That when they found the area where they found the body they believed to be hers, there was a rainbow that was seen right there.
My mom's best friend, when she passed away, that we took a picture and there was a rainbow going to the right by her room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody sent a text and said you guys were thinking that they were just focusing on Gabby, and they did it really quickly out there. Actually, when she went missing from that day, she wasn't reported by the family until the 12 days, and the reason she was probably focused on so much is because they were traveling across the country, her and her boyfriend, or fiance, or whatever he is, and people were following it because they were posting stuff on social media about their travels, and then all of a sudden it stopped out of nowhere. It took 12 days to put in the missing person system. Yeah, there's so many sketchy things that are happening with this story that just doesn't look good. I know that her fiance now, or whatever he is now a person of interest. Somebody texted, I haven't seen a story confirming that was definitely her. Somebody had said they have, but I have not seen that update yet.
Panda told me it was definitely her, and he heard that from a news source.
Okay. All right.
But they just hadn't revealed that it was her yet.
Well, then it takes on a whole new life, because now it is a death.
Murder,
likely a murder. And they got to figure out, do they have a cause of death yet?
Well, it reeks of foul play. I mean, the same thing. We talked about the guy I went to high school with. I went to elementary school with him, and his name's different now than when I was in school with him. But he killed his wife and then tried to blame it all on COVID. And then
that was the one up in Abacoa,
up in Jupiter. He buried, or he put the body behind the Walmart in the wooded area there, which there's not that many woods back there. It's a bizarre, weird story. And a week before I think any of that went down, there's video of him on Singer Island struggling with the police, and he was it sounded like everything was kind of coming undone. But I think once you throw in, to your point, Kev, different time levels and time, if you can't get it all if you're traveling and you're, don't know where someone's at on a certain day, it's really hard to pinpoint all that stuff.
And that's what I think it was. Like, her family didn't report her missing because they didn't know she was missing. They thought she was on a cross-country road trip. It's not like you can check in when you're on top of a mountain with no cell service.
And I think that's what the guy I went to school with tried to do. He tried to say, oh, she has COVID and she's out in a different state to try to screw up the timeline.
Right.
Yeah. And Suta just texted me, the FBI is not wasting any time. They've raided the boyfriend's parents' house. They're going in right now because they're like, okay, enough's enough with you not giving us answers. Now that we've got a body and it's her, now you need to start talking. So.
I can't believe it's taken this long.
I can't believe they let him slip away.
That's pretty ridiculous,
well,
too.
I'm wondering if they're going to, because I think the family was aware of it, and knowing what's going on, you just let him walk off into a nature preserve.
That, to me, is aiding and abetting.
There may be charges that will go around.
At every twist and turn, it's been fucking bizarre.
Yeah, that's why I think it is, a captivating story. America gets, we've had so many of these, unfortunately, that people have just really dug their teeth into.
There's been so many horror movies that I've watched where it's a couple on a cross-country trip and they're being stalked by somebody. Because I thought you had a story about there was a bar or a restaurant where another woman was either kidnapped from and they thought there was a serial killer.
In the same area, there were 2 other females that were killed.
2 other ones.
2 other ones besides Gabby, and they were trying to say maybe they were all tied together.
I think now they're saying no.
Yeah.
Sean in the chat room says Dateline. This reeks of Dateline.
Totally.
This is what they live for.
Yeah. So it sounds like now they're going to be on it. They'll likely be, I would imagine, unless something happens with him and he comes forward, you are probably going to see a manhunt, I would say, starting today, if not right now.
They're already on it. There's already, where they think he is, where they found his vehicle.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok video of about 800 police cars in that area trying to find this guy. They're trying to find him, but I guess it's a big area. And who knows? This clown could have left that car somewhere and then be in a totally different area.
That's probably what he did, honestly. That's what I'm thinking he did. I do not think he parked there and then went into the preserve. If he's trying, he's been too slimy. He's been too slippery. Why would you make it that easy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If you were wrongfully accused of a murder and you had to go on the lam by yourself, you can't contact your family until it all gets settled to prove your innocence. What do you do? Do you
I don't know,
do you cut off your hair?
I'm not that good. Me on the lam, I don't think would work.
Do you think you're caught within a day, or could you stay on the lam longer than a day?
I would think I could stay longer than a day. I would just try to stay away from, any place where they'd have cameras and they could detect me. And that's what's really tough because there are so many cameras everywhere now that where can you go where
wilderness.
Yeah, I think you gotta go. I think you gotta stick to the trains. Maybe jump on some trains.
There's cameras everywhere on the train.
But some of those freight trains, not depending on where you're running to, you can jump on some freight trains as they're moving. If you're out in an area. No cameras, maybe out in the brush. You see a freight train, it's going a little slower than normal. Get on that freight train.
You've watched too many movies.
Nah, I'm getting on the freight, baby.
You're going to jump on, and there's going to be some hobos on there, and you're going to sing the whole way across the country.
You won't hear of me for 20 years.
They'll find you in 5 minutes.
Got to change my name to Shane.
Shane.
Yes.
First of all, you could never be a Shane.
I don't look like a Shane.
You could
you're
never
not a
pull
Shane.
Shane off.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's not your fit.
Anybody would be like, that's a fake name.
That would be so nerve-wracking to be on the lam, though, and to be innocent, but to know they don't think you're innocent. They're going to fuck you over if they find you.
But see, I think, if I'm innocent, I am going to go and I'm going to turn myself in and I'm going to talk them into seeing my side of it, that I'm innocent.
The DA wants your ass on a skewer.
I'd rather go and fight and be imprisoned and have to fight for my freedom than to be on the lam, watching my back and afraid and just. How do you make your money?
The DA, the prosecution, they're 51-0, 49 to the chair. Yeah, good luck with that.
Bad
bullshit.
odds. Yeah.
Bad odds. Mm-hmm. I'm staying on the lamb. You say you're gonna go into court and try to.
You're not gonna be good on the lamb.
And
You'd be worse on the lamb than me.
You would be fucking shitty on in a court. You'd be terrible. Too much time for you to think. Oh yeah, you gotta understand. You'd be like Jack Nicholson from Few Good Men. You'd fucking fall apart.
No, I would just tell the fucking truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Let's see where we go. All right. Well, thank y'all for locking in here on Monday. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.